The man was buried alive by a mudslide, so he rolled down the car window, reached out to test the thickness of the mud. Unexpectedly, a large amount of loose mud rushed into the car. He was so scared that he quickly closed the window, but before he could catch his breath, the man suddenly discovered a steering wheel lock under the seat. He had a quick idea, hastily pulled out the lock, propped it diagonally against the sunroof. Unexpectedly, this abandoned lock actually held back the sinking mud. The man couldn't quite believe it, swallowed nervously in tension, stared fixedly at the sunroof, afraid the glass might suddenly break. He had nearly drunk all his life-saving water, filled with regret and panic, buried by the mudslide, uncertain how long before rescue. Lack of water meant lower chances of survival. But what's done was done. He simply chugged the remaining water. After that, he gathered all usable items in the car, and carefully fixed it under the sunroof. Just like that, dirty water flowed into the bottle. Though the water problem was solved, the man didn't dare slack off. He wanted to see how deep he was buried, so he found an iron rod, drilled a small hole in a bottle cap, attached a rope to it, then fixed it to the top of the rod. The man felt terrified. Without time to think, he detached the last rod, pushed upward with all his strength, but this time the rod seemed blocked. No matter how hard he tried, it wouldn't budge. The man let out a desperate scream. He hurriedly took out a jack, tried to push the rod up with it, but soon, the jack reached its limit. He quickly inserted a wire into the rod, pushed open the bottle cap at the top, then leaned in to look. When he saw a faint glimmer of light, the man shouted excitedly, even greeted through the pipe. In his excitement, he pressed his mouth to the opening, greedily gulped fresh air, as if reborn, actually lit up a newspaper, trying to send smoke through the pipe for help, but the man was desperate, underestimated the danger of lighting a fire inside. Only when the flames burned his fingers, did he reflexively toss the paper. Luckily, the smoke escaped through the pipe, and with the air thinning inside, the flames slowly died out. Miraculously, he survived. Soon a light rain fell outside. Mud started flowing down the pipe, clogging the opening. In panic, he tried to clear it with a wire, but got hit by the falling metal rod. The pain knocked him out cold. When he woke up again, finally stopping the bleeding, once he caught his breath, he spotted a bird buried alive in the mud. The man knew if he didn't act fast, he'd end up just like it. Right then, more mud started collapsing. The man let out a furious roar, frantically grabbed some fabric, tried to plug the cracks in the sunroof, but it was useless. He sobbed in frustration. A flood of mud poured into the car. The roof creaked under the weight. He quickly propped it up with metal rods. Luckily, it held. If this kept up, he'd be dead sooner or later. Might as well try digging out. At least there'd be some hope. Poured his own urine from the armrest compartment, put on headphones, looped the phone around his neck, turned on music to keep mud out of his ears, then smashed through the sunroof, hung the spare tire on his chest, driven by sheer will to live. Holding his breath, the man clawed his way out. The man was ecstatic, desperately stretched his hand toward the light.